So negative 2 to the 5th power, like that.
No,
Okay?
he's burnt hard.
Make sure your mind, hey, pay attention to this. Make sure your minus sign, and then you've got also the negative again to the 4th power. Make sure all these negatives.
Doesn't that become plus 2 to the 4th?
To the 4th, but this will be positive, but then this minus stays there. 6 times negative 2. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
It's really
Not
easy.
yet. Let's try to do it without calculators first, okay? So you always need to do. He's already got it. Let's see if you're right. All right. Always do exponents before you start multiplying, okay? Don't multiply this first and then exponent. No.
No, Batman.
This first, okay?
Negative 32.
Yes. Negative 2 to the 5th power is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Any negative number to an odd power goes back to being negative, so you're correct. Negative
so fast.
32.
Why are we
Negative
mad?
minus,
16.
okay?
Minus negative?
No, minus whatever this is, okay? So a negative number to an even power to the 4th, to the 2nd, to the 6th will become positive, okay?
When if
16.
it's always
What is the 4?
like an exponent, it will always become positive.
Always an even number exponent, it will become positive. A odd number exponent, it will stay negative.
I mean, it becomes
Because it goes back and forth.
So
Negative times negative is a positive. Times
Oh,
another
but it's
negative.
another negative. Yeah.
Negative.
Okay.
Then times another negative
Yeah.
makes it a positive. Times another
So
negative.
that becomes
Makes sense.
plus 16.
I feel you.
No, because this minus, this becomes 16,
Yes.
but this
That would
minus
work.
stays there, like
Right.
that.
So negative 16 plus
It
12.
should be negative 32.
Plus
Okay, that's where I went
Okay.
wrong.
So remember that this minus sign is separate from what's going on here. You've got to work this out first. And that is a positive 16, and then leave that negative attached there. All right, so we're getting there. All right, does anyone have 3 times negative 32?
Negative 96.
Yes, Anna. Negative 96. Okay.
Minus 16 plus
Okay, I got it
22.
now.
Plus, I'm gonna go, that won't mess anything up, but I am gonna say it's best to work left to right with your adding and subtracting. Because sometimes it can goof you up. That won't, I don't think, but sometimes it can. Okay, negative 96 minus 16 more, we're adding in that negative
I got the answer.
direction. So that's 96.
100.
Negative
plus
112.
10 is 106, 112. Negative 112, okay. Plus 12, oh that makes it
90.
easier. Negative 112 plus 12 gives us what? 100 plus 10.
90.
Oh, goofy.
134. Whoa! No way, bro.
If you went out of order, that might be why. If you went
Miss
out of-
Brown, I goofed. I
Yeah.
did
What
96
you doing?
minus
Negative.
16. And then I got 100.
Oh,
Yeah, it's negative.
I'm
It's
wrong.
negative 90.
I'm wrong.
What
I'm
is it?
wrong.
Negative
Okay.
90.
I was
Negative
like,
90.
wait, is
Can
everything I
we,
said right
the only one. I left off the negative. This should be negative 110. I
That's
messed
not
up.
good.
It's negative 90.
No, it's
No, it's not.
It's
no, yeah.
Jennifer?
negative 9.
Oh,
I lost. Okay, negative 100 plus 10. There we go. Negative-
Which is negative 90.
negative 90. Thank you.
Like when the teachers never hear your answer, and then they always
Just
tell you
kidding.
like the correct answer knows your answer. What I'm talking about?
No.
No.
It happened to you in what's it called?
Mrs. Jones' class?
No.
Good with that now.
I don't know.
Kinley corrected us.
Yeah, buddy.
That's like the only time I've ever happened.
Take it.
Emotional support.
Alright. I'm gonna. Can I erase?
Yeah,
No.
buddy. Never mind.
I want you to.
Okay. Let's keep going. We do another one. I don't like the no calculator rule. It's not good.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll just let you.
I don't like
do the
subtracting
calculators,
big
but
numbers from
sometimes
big
I need to
numbers.
see that you can do it without that, because that is really like a base level, a foundational skill of math is to be able to do the order of operations correctly. Because if you don't understand the order in which things are happening, it can kind of mess up. Even if you can type in your calculator, sometimes you could type it in wrong. And it's just important too for understanding higher level math, the order in which things happen. Okay, because you do the opposite of that to solve an equation. Okay, next we're going to look at end behavior. All right. End behavior of a polynomial function. Now, your book has a chart of this, and you can brute force memorize this chart a good enough understanding of functions to think, this is a Sabine Sagoon quote, think about it logically. So we're gonna think about it logically, okay? You can use the chart and you can follow the chart and you can do that. The chart is on page 211, if you want the chart. And just follow the rules, but I think if you think about it, you'll be able to just figure it out without that memorization. So, okay. So end behavior means what are the ends of my graph doing? Like, are they going like this? Are they going like this? Are they going like this? Like, there might be some bumps and things in the middle, but what are the ends doing? Are they both going up? Are they both going down?
What are the goalposts doing?
Yeah. So for a quadratic function, what are the ends doing?
Going
the same way.
Yeah.
The same way, right? Yeah. They're going up. What makes them go down?
Negative.
A negative leading coefficient. Okay. We learned what a leading coefficient is. So if I have x squared is going like this. If I have negative 2x squared or negative x squared, it's going like this, right? Is 2 an even or odd number? Even. Okay. So if you have an even degree, and I'm gonna draw the chart too, but I'm telling you, it's gonna just make sense in your brain. If you have an even degree, the ends are gonna go the same direction, okay? So if you have an even degree, they're always going the same way. If it's 2, if it's 4, if it's quartic, if it's got a 6th degree, they're still going the same direction. There just might be more bumps in the middle or something. The ends will always go the same way. If the leading coefficient is positive, which way are the ends going?
Up.
Up, yeah. So they're going up. There might be some other stuff in here, but both ends are going up. If the leading coefficient is negative, which way are they going?
Down.
Yeah. And this is stuff like you guys already know this, right?
Sort of.
And remember the degree is the exponent. So an example of an even degree would be like x squared, x to the 4th, x to the 6th. That's the degree, that highest exponent, okay? All right, if we have an odd degree, so a linear is a degree 1, cubic is degree 3. What are the ends doing?
Going away from each other.
Opposite, yes, away from each other. They're like this or like this, right? Okay, what makes them go from this to this?
Negative.
A negative leading coefficient. If it's linear, you can say a negative slope. Negative. So, same thing. So for odd, if it's a positive leading coefficient, it's going to slope this way up to the right. Okay, there might be a bump in here, there might not, something in the middle. If it then turns negative, if the leading coefficient is negative, then it goes like this. So like I said, you can memorize this chart, but I actually think you can always work this chart in your head because I think you know all this information in order to make this, like to derive this from your own brain. You follow-ish?
Easy.
So odd degree would be like x to the 1st power, x to the 3rd, x to the 5th. We'll always be going in opposite directions. Oh, it's warm now. I turned on the heat over there. I shouldn't have.
Feels so good.
That's good.
I don't know.
Wait, so for the
It is.
Oh no, I'm staring at you. You're pretty.
Oh,
Okay, so
you're
odd
pretty
degree.
hot.
Pretty ugly.
Can you re-explain that?
Dang.
Huh?
I'm
Can you
kidding.
just
No,
re-explain?
don't judge me.
Just kidding.
Sorry,
Don't-
Justin, yes. Re-explain what?
Just the odd degree. I was writing.
The odd degree, the ends are gonna always go the opposite direction. And they're sloping up. Hey, to the right, this way,
You're the only one laughing.
if it's positive.
If it's positive, okay.
And then it flips this way.
Y'all feel
If
something
it's
later.
History class.
Pause. Pause.
So,
Like on the ground.
Don't erase that.
I'm just gonna raise
Oh,
this
okay.
side.
Why am I-
You always like on the ground in history.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
I'm going to sleep. I'm fat now. He's gonna get onto all y'all. He's not gonna get onto me.
He just doesn't care.
He does that.
He literally looks at you and he goes off and he's
Miss Brown, this is the first math class with you I've ever had where I'm about to run out of paper.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, Miss Deer.
Like 8
Oh, what?
Like 8 more pages.
What's the
Do
extra
I
point?
get cutouts and
No.
No, please, please.
Yes.
Bro,
Bro,
I had to get a
I like
3
cutouts.
subject
It
spiral
takes
and
so
it
much
still
of the
wasn't
journal.
enough.
It takes so much from the
I literally
journal.
love cutouts.
I
It's
think
like, like hands-on is how I learn.
Yes, me too.
I probably need to do some of that.
I'm a
Okay.
visual.
I hate it personally, but some people
Same.
liked it. I need
I'm
to.
a visual learner.
I like
but
it.
hangouts help
I need to
people,
like
It just
Oh,
takes
that's
immerse
crazy.
myself in
Kinesthetic.
it.
It makes
Yeah.
this look so disgusting.
Like cutting and gluing.
Unaesthetically pleasing.
She was telling me how she's like, I
Auditory
tell
for the
people
win.
you have to buy a notebook of this specific size, or else they'll all hang out the edges, and they never buy the right size. It's funny. I was like, oh, I see. Yeah, it has to be big enough, or else it's all gonna.
I literally did all the papers were just out, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this does not make me want to learn.
Okay, this function right here. What is its degree, first of all?
4.
4, right? What's its leading coefficient?
Negative
Negative
0.5.
0.5.
Negative, right? I'm just gonna write negative, or negative 0.5. Okay, so what is the end behavior doing? What does this look like?
It's doing this,
So it goes down.
Yeah, it's gonna go, the ends,
but it would have.
it's degree 4, so the ends are going the same direction. It's even number, okay? They're either going up or they're going down. And because the leading coefficient's negative, they're going down. Yeah. And it probably looks something like that in the middle, but it can, sometimes it can be like a big like one and then a small one.
Wait,
How did you
what
figure
is
that
the
out?
negative 0.5? Like the, I don't know.
This is
You're funny.
Look at. I
He's
beat you
used,
to
yeah,
it.
he's my goat.
What does the number have to do with anything though? No, I get like that it's the bottom one down there, but like, is it where it is on the graph or something? The 0.5?
All of these numbers kind of stretch and shrink and pull it different shapes, but still has the same.
Are we gonna have to like just identify it?
Twisted.
The homework or what?
You might have to say what are the ends. Shrink, like left is going up, right is going down.
How did you know that it was? How did you know that